Hi friends, welcome to CNR English Academy. இன்றைக்கி சண்டே ஸ்பெஷலில் யூனிட் 8 தான் பார்க்க போகிறோம். அதாவது எல்லா டாபிக்ஸுமே கவர் பண்ணுற மாதிரி மாடர்ன் ட்ராமா, மாடர்ன் ஃபிக்ஷன், லிட்ரரி மூமெண்ட்ஸ், லிட்ரரி கிரிட்டிசிசம் அண்ட் தியரி, ஃபெமினிசம், டீச்சிங் ஆஃப் இங்கிலீஷ் இன் இந்தியா, ஜேர்னலிசம் அண்ட் கிரியேட்டிவ் ரைட்டிங் இன் இங்கிலீஷ் அண்ட் போஸ்ட் மாடர்னிசம் கொடுத்துருக்கிற எல்லா டாபிக்ஸுக்குமே கவர் பண்ணுற மாதிரி ஒரு சண்டே ஸ்பெஷல் தான் இது. அதாவது உங்களுக்கு 200 MCQs இதில் இருக்கும். வித் PGTRBயோட இந்த யூனிட்டில் இருந்து கேட்ட PGTRB கொஸ்டின்ஸுமே உங்களுக்கு இதில் இருக்கும். எக்ஸாமுக்கு டைம் ரொம்ப கம்மியாக இருக்கிறதுனால யூனிட் 8 ஃபுல்லாகவே வேணும்னு நீங்கள் கேட்டிருந்தீங்க. அதனால தான் ஃபுல்லாகவே ஒரே வீடியோவாக கொடுக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி பிடிஎஃப் வேணும் அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறவங்க, அதாவது எல்லா யூனிட்ஸ்க்குமே நம்ம பிடிஎஃப்ஸ் கொடுத்துட்ருக்கோம். டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷனில் உங்களுக்கு ஜிமெயில் காண்டாக்ட் ஐடியும் இருக்கும், அதே மாதிரி வாட்ஸ்அப் நம்பரும் இருக்கும். உங்களுக்கு டவுட்ஸ் ஏதாவது இருந்தது அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் நீங்கள் அந்த வாட்ஸ்அப் நம்பருக்கே கால் பண்ணியும் நீங்கள் கிளாரிஃபை பண்ணிக்கலாம். டெஸ்ட் பிடிஎஃப்ஸு அண்டு சண்டே ஸ்பெஷல் பிடிஎஃப்ஸு எல்லாமே கொஸ்டின்ஸு வித் ஆன்சர்ஸோடு உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கும். யாருக்கு எது கன்வீனியண்ட்டாக இருக்கோ, ஜிமெயில் ஐடியிலையோ இல்லை வாட்ஸ்அப் மூலமாவோ எது கன்வீனியண்ட்டாக இருக்கோ அவங்க அதில் காண்டாக்ட் பண்ணி வாங்கிக்கலாம். ஓகே ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், மூவ் ஆன் டு த கொஸ்டின்ஸ். நியூ ஜானர் ஆஃப் a restoration period of dramas are dash. Options are heroic drama, restoration comedy, pathetic drama, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. Problem plays are developed by dash. Options are modern fiction, modern drama, postmodernism, literary criticism. Correct option is option B, modern drama. Next one. Dash is also known as morality plays. Options are interludes, satirical, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option A, interludes. Next one. In which century restoration comedy lost the favor? Options are 14th century, 18th century, 19th century, 20th century. Correct option is option B, 18th century. Next one. The English Renaissance period is approximately between dash. Options are 1400 to 1500, 1500 to 1600, 1600 to 1700, 1700 to 1800. Correct option is option B, 1500 to 1600. Next one. The three dramatic unities were recommended by the dash. Options are Greek, French, Latin, America. Correct option is option A, Greek. Next one. Identify the name of the film which speaks about a feminist movement in the year 1942. Options are Women Are Wild, Woman of the Year, A Dark Day, none of these. Correct option is option B, Woman of the Year. Next one. Lucy Stone, Elizabeth Cady Stanton are the famous feminists and they belong to dash countries. Options are US, UK, Australia, Canada. Correct option is option A, US. Next one. Give an example of a restoration comedy which was replaced by domestic tragedies. Options are The London Merchant, Antony and Cleopatra, The Tempest, Macbeth. Correct option is option A, The London Merchant. Next one. Mention the important feminists who are the payment for feminism. Options are Maggie Hum, Rebecca Walker, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. Dash is the main reason for modern dramas evolved. Options are Irish movement, romanticism, realism, none of these. Correct option is option A, Irish movement. Next one. In the dramatic construction, Aristotle's theory includes two dash theory. Options are formalist theory, informalist theory, plot construction, non-fiction. And the correct option is option A, formalist theory. Next one. Postmodernism is the movement which describes dash. Options are artistic nature, cultural practice, sociopolitics, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. The history of feminism divided into dash ways. Options are 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct option is option C, 3. Next one. American women got the rights to vote in the year of dash. Options are 1919, 1920, 1921, 1922. Correct option is option A, 1919. Next one. Painters and poets or the writers relates to dash movement. Options are Free Raphaelite, Modernism, Realism, Lost Generation. Correct option is option A, Pre-Raphaelites. Next one. First wave feminism started approximately dash. Options are 1600, 1700, 1800, 1900. Correct option is option B, 1700. Next one. Many stories are supported by dash movement. Options are neoclassicism, metaphysical poets, postmodernism, Gothic fiction. Correct option is option C, postmodernism. Next one. Always traditional dramas deals with dash. Options are art of supernatural elements, plots and heroic deeds, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. Who is the main contributors of verse drama? Options are T.S. Eliot, Christopher Fry, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. Where the feminist theories have been developed? Options are Western Europe, North America, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. Old historicism focuses on dash. Options are biography, social background, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. In the year 1852, dash word is included into the Oxford Dictionary. Options are movement, feminist, racism, technique. Correct option is option B, feminist. Next one. Morality plays were most popular in Europe during the dash centuries. Options are 14th and 15th centuries, 15th and 16th centuries, 16th and 17th centuries, 17th and 18th centuries. Correct option is option B, 15th and 16th centuries. Next one. Which is the revenge tragedy that influenced Shakespeare's Hamlet in the period of early drama? Options are Gorboduc, the Spanish tragedy, Roasted Oyster, Walpole. Correct option is option B, the Spanish tragedy. What is the reason for the first wave feminism? Options are voting rights for women, birth rights, equality, none of these. Correct option is option A, voting rights for women. Next one. African American writers contributes to dash. Options are realism, aestheticism, Harlem Renaissance, Beat Generation. Correct option is option C, Harlem Renaissance. Next one. Which is the notorious ambiguous term refers in literature is dash. Options are postmodernism, angry young man, naturalism, magic realism. Correct option is option A, postmodernism. Next one. Modern drama deals with dash. Options are realism, absurdism, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. Dash used the term to refer to a group of Shakespeare's play which seem to contain both comic and tragic elements. Options are F.S. Bose, Webster, Johnson, none of these. Correct option is option A, F.S. Bose. Next one. One more popular style of theatre during Jacobean time was the dash play. Options are comedy, revenge, romance, tragedy. Correct option is option B, revenge. Next one. Which is Webster's play in the below category? Options are The White Devil, The Man of Maud, The Relapse, The London Merchant. Correct option is option A, The White Devil. In the period of 1960s, which focuses on social and cultural inequalities, leads to dash. Options are first wave feminism, second wave feminism, third wave feminism, none of these. Correct option is option B, second wave feminism. Next one. The restoration of a monarchy flourished to support the king dash. Options are Charles I, Edward I, Charles II, Edward II. And the correct option is option B, Edward I. Next one. In the 20th century, who took the problem plays to the maximum heights? Options are G.B. Shaw, Galsworthy, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. Who coined the word epic theatre? Options are Erwin Piscator, Vladimir Mayakovsky, Antonin Artaud, none of these. Correct option is option A, Erwin Piscator. Next one. Who was the eminent and influential writer of absurd plays? Options are Samuel Beckett, Beaumont, Fletcher, John Webster. Correct option is option A, Samuel Beckett. Next one. Dash won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 2005. Options are Harold Pinter, N.F. Simpson, David Campton, Nigel Dennis. And the correct option is option A, Harold Pinter. Next one. Stephen Greenblatt coined the dash term. Options are New Historicism, Harlem Renaissance, Symbolism, Surrealism. Correct option is option A, New Historicism. Next one. Best example of naturalism is dash. Options are A Doll's House, Mrs. Dalloway, In Search of Lost Time, The Sun Also Rises embodies. Correct option is option A, A Doll's House. Next one. New genres of the restoration of the Puritan age is dash. Options are heroic drama, pathetic drama, restoration comedy, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. It was dash the Norwegian dramatist who popularized the realism in modern drama. Options are Henrik Ibsen, Granville Barker, George Illos, G.B. Shaw. Correct option is option A, Henrik Ibsen. Next one. Dash is the play exploit the devices of absurdist theatre, move for comic then philosophical ends. Options are Rosencrantz, travesties, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. Journalism is the example of dash. Options are news article, accurate portrayal, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option A, news article. Next one. According to modern drama, dash and dash are also includes the devices. Options are impressionisms, expressionisms, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. Black humor, which is also called as dash. Options are black comedy, tragic comedy, comedy of manners, none of these. Correct option is option A, black comedy. Next one. Which is the representative work of the movement Angry Young Men? Options are Look Back in Anger, Hurry On Down, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. The developing interest in the culture of Ireland's ancient celts was called dash. Options are Irish literary movement, the Celtic revival, Celtomania, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. Which theatre is also called the Abbey Theatre? Options are Irish National Theatre, English Theatre, American Theatre, none of these. Correct option is option A, Irish National Theatre. Next one. Problem plays flourished in England during the period of dash. Options are last years of 19th and middle of 20th centuries, last years of 18th and middle of 19th centuries, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option A, last years of 19th and middle of 20th centuries. Experimental theatre, also known as dash. Options are Elizabethan theatre, avant-garde theatre, Shakespearean theatre, none of these. Correct option is option B, avant-garde theatres. Next one. The Irish movement, which took place in the late 19th and early 20th century, was led by dash. Options are W.B. Yeats, A.D. Hope, E.S. Pratt, none of these. And the correct option is option A, W.B. Yeats. Next one. Who was the main dramatist and given importance to poetic plays? Options are T.S. Eliot, Ben Jonson, Dryden, none of these. Correct option is option A, T.S. Eliot. Next one. Identify the examples of closet drama. Options are Samson Agonist, Manfred, Prometheus Unbound, all the above. And the correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. The Wolfram Dunn's effect is also known as dash. Options are estrangement effect, alienation effect, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. Which is the example for influential kitchen sink drama? Options are A Taste of Honey, Saturday Night and Sunday Morning, The Birthday Party, The Collection. Correct option is option A, The Taste of Honey. Next one. Dash is written in dramatic form with dialogue and stage directions. Options are closet drama, poetic plays, biographical plays. And the correct option is option A, closet drama. Next one. Whose radio play member was first broadcast on the BBC? Options are Dylan Thomas, Samuel Beckett, Robert Bolt, Noel Coward. And the correct option is option B, Samuel Beckett. Next one. Dash is the modernist movement in drama and theatre that developed in Europe. Options are Expressionism, Romanticism, Bloomsbury Group, Angry Young Men. Correct option is option A, Expressionism. Next one. Theatre of cruelty has been influenced by dash. Options are Theatre of Adamov, Theatre of Janet, Theatre of Camus, all the above. And the correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. Who is the French playwright combines absurdism and diabolism? Options are Jean Genet, Samuel Beckett, Bridget, Irwin. The correct option is option A, Jean Genet. Next one. The active members of the Celtic literary movement are dash. Options are W.B. Yeats, Edward Plunkett, Edward Martin, all the above. And the correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. The important innovative movement in the American theatres has been called dash. Options are the Provincetown Players, Gyno Criticism, International Theatre, Contemporary Theatre. The correct option is option A, the Provincetown Players. Next one. In the 18th century, dash is the weapon to address social issues. Options are literary movements, modern fiction, revolution, skill of communication, and the correct option is option B, modern fiction. Next one, what are the objectives that includes in a novel? Options are plot, character, setting, all the above. The correct option is option D, all the above. Next one, identify which is not the Menon's play of Harold Pinter. Options are Ashes to Ashes, The Dumbwaiter, End Game, The Homecoming. Correct option is option C, End Game. Next one, dash were a group of mostly working and middle class playwrights and novelists. Options are Hungry Young Men, Enlightenment, Beat Generation, Strum and Drang. Correct option is option A, Angry Young Men. Next one, dash is a movement that shows the effects of things and events on the artist's mind to express the expressions. Options are Expressionism, Impressionism, Commedia dell'arte, Absurd literature. The correct option is option B, Impressionism. Next one, who wrote the series of short stories called Monday or Tuesday in modern fiction? Options are Virginia Woolf, H.G. Wells, John Galsworthy, none of these. Correct option is option A, Virginia Woolf. Next one, dash is the direction of using history and biography for dramatic techniques. Options are modern drama, modern fiction, postmodernism, realism. Correct option is option A, modern drama. Next one, who are the notable radio dramatists? Options are Brendan Behan, Angela Carter, Susan Hill, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one, what are the characters' actions and to express a character's feelings in pantomime? Options are using postures, bodily movement, exaggerated facial expressions, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one, novel is the word came from dash. Options are French, Italian, Roman, Portuguese. Correct option is option B, Italian. Next one, the age of integration is also known as dash. Options are age of anxiety, modern age, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one, who is the author of a novel written for world regeneration and expose the evils of the society? Options are H.G. Wells, Joseph Conrad, Anton Chekhov, Thomas Hardy. Correct option is option A, H.G. Wells. Dash is usually concerned with an illicit love affair and similar scandalous matters on human foibles. Options are comedy of manners, tragedy, satire, tragic comedy. Correct option is option A, comedy of manners. Next one, a writer should write what inspires him and not follow any special method said by. Options are Dorothy Richardson, Virginia Woolf, William James, James Joyce. Correct option is option B, Virginia Woolf. Next one, who are the authors left a lasting impressions of English novels influenced the writers of the 20th century? Options are Thomas Hardy, Samuel Butler, George Meredith, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one, who are regarded as the high priest of postmodernism? Options are Jean Bodard, Michael Foucault, Franz Kafka, Andrea Gide. Correct option is option A, Jean Bodard. Next one, dash is the name of calling by acting without speech on the stage. Options are pantomime, moonacting, avant-garde, none of these. Correct option is option A, pantomime. Next one, novels are developed during the age of dash. Options are Elizabethan, Victorian, Jacobean, none of these. Correct option is option B, Victorian. Next one, resources in teaching English are dash. Options are AV aids, models, live experiments, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. English as an official language has been granted by an Act of Parliament in dash. Options are 1953, 1963, 1973, 1983. Correct option is option B, 1963. Next one. Who introduced the classical method in India? Options are British, American, French, Latin. Correct option is option A, British. Next one. According to West method of teaching, dash is not a code of rule. Options are pronunciation, grammar, spelling, intonation. Correct option is option B, grammar. Next one. Dash is the most natural use of language which relates with speech. Options are oral communication, written skills, approaches, structures. Correct option is option A, oral communication. Next one. Dash is an episode of a pantomime introduced into a spoken play. Options are dumb show, play within a play, miming, none of these. Correct option is option A, dumb show. Next one. The author who had innovation were called as dash. Options are materialist, spiritualist, complexities, cultural authors. Correct option is option B, spiritualist. Next one. Which is the method is called reformed method in the method of teaching English? Options are direct method, bilingual, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option A, direct method. Next one. Which was the approach in English basically taught in the same way? Options are situational approach, oral approach, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. What is CLL stands for? Options are community language learning, community language listening, community learning language, none of these. Correct option is option A, community language learning. Next one. Whose novels are designated as Wessex novels, which is highly serious? Options are Thomas Hardy, Shelley, Tennyson, George Eliot. Correct option is option A, Thomas Hardy. Next one. The collection of all good points of different methods and using them for teaching is called dash. Options are communicative approach, electric approach, oral approach, learner-centered approach. Correct option is option B, electric approach. Next one. This is one of the effective method of teaching from the combination of music, picture, sound and animation for the presentation. Options are multimedia based language learning, that is MBLL, task based language learning, that is TBLL, content based instruction, that is CBI, communicative language teaching, that is CLT, and the correct option is option A, multimedia based language learning. Next one. Select the example of visual aids. Options are OHP, pictures and blackboard, charts and film strips, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. Journalism is the process of dash. Options are gathering information, dissemination, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. Who was called as a naturalist novelist? Options are Arnold Bennett, H.G. Wells, Somerset Maugham, none of these. Correct option is option A, Arnold Bennett. Next one. In whose novel we may easily identify the cosmopolitan and entertainment qualities? Options are R.L. Stevenson, Joseph Conrad, Henry James, none of these. Correct option is option B, Joseph Conrad. Next one. In which method the vocabulary is strictly controlled and limitations of a direct method is removed? Options are Dr. West new method, classical method, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option A, Dr. West new method. Next one. In India, Augustus Hickes started his dash in Calcutta. Options are Bengal Gazette, the Tatler, the Rambler, Madras Gazette. Correct option is option A, Bengal Gazette. Organizing cohesively with a proper beginning, middle and end is called dash. Options are steps to write creatively, steps to speak creatively, steps to read creatively, all the above. Correct option is option A, steps to write creatively. Next one. In the method of teaching English, classical method is otherwise known as dash. Options are bilingual method, grammar translation method, direct method, traditional method. Correct option is option B, grammar translation method. Next one. Which was the approach of teaching English is developed by CBSE? Options are main objective method, suggestopedia, interactive approach, natural approach. Correct option is option C, interactive approach. Next one. The Hindu of Madras started in the year dash. Options are 1868, 1878, 1888, 1898. Correct option is option B, 1878. Next one. Dash reading is used to read a shorter text in order to extract specific information. Options are intensive reading, extensive reading, passive reading, none of these. Correct option is option A, intensive reading. Next one. New doubts of a new skepticism is called dash. Options are modernism, postmodernism, post-structuralism, grand narratives. Correct option is option B, postmodernism. Next one. In the direct method of teaching, a foreign language used through dash. Options are conversation, discussion, reading, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. Identify the recent trends that follows in teaching of English. Options are TOEFL, TPR, effective communication, none of these. Correct option is option B, TPR, that is nothing but a total physical response. Next one. How many types of structures are there in English? Options are 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct option is option D, 4. And what are the four structure is sentence pattern, phrase pattern, idioms and formulas. Next one. The most conspicuous characteristics involved in the method of teaching is dash. Options are suggestopedia, silent method, interactive approach, direct method. Correct option is option A, suggestopedia. Next one. Pick the example of audio aids. Options are tape recorder, lingua phone recorder, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. Whose ideas are commonly known as community journalism? Options are John Dewey, Lippmann, both A and B, none of these. The correct option is option A, John Dewey. Next one. Postmodernism starts after the dash war, that is 1939 to 1949. Options are First World War, Second World War, First War of Independence, French Revolt. Correct option is option B, Second World War. Next one. Which is the method focus on both grammatical competence and communicative competence? Options are CLT, CLL, TPR, TBLL. Correct option is option A, CLT, that is communicative language teaching. Next one. Which is the education system introduced by CBSE in India? Options are continuous and comprehensive evaluation, new education policy, content-based education, none of these. Correct option is option A, continuous and comprehensive evaluation. Next one. Dash is a separate room having tape facilities and hearing facilities with headphones. Options are language lab, computer assisted language, broadcast of audio, none of these. Correct option is option A, language lab. Next one. Dash deals with the report of news in a straightforward manner which covers all the facts. Options are new journalism, investigate journalism, citizen journalism, finance journalism. Correct option is option A, new journalism. Next one. Postmodernism includes the futures of dash. Options are skeptical and irony, history, philosophy and economics, linguistics and architecture, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. The English word criticism is derived from the French word dash. Options are critique, critics, critique. Correct option is option A, critique. Next one. To copy Homer is to copy nature is an example of dash. Options are Victorian era, new classicism, naturalism, magic realism, and the correct option is option B, neoclassicism. Next one. Facebook, Twitter are the examples of dash journalism. Options are citizen journalism, fashion journalism, environmental journalism, business journalism. Correct option is option A, citizen journalism. Next one. Identify the common theme of postmodernism. Options are racial identity, national identity, intellectual identity, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. Sidney's Apology for Poetry is an example of dash. Options are legislative criticism, theoretical criticism, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option B, theoretical criticism. Next one. The task of criticism to establish principles to exalt opinion to knowledge comes from dash. Options are Johnson, Walter Peter, Alfred, Sidney. Correct option is option A, Johnson. Next one. Who the legend raised his voice to historical criticism. Options are Thomas De Quincey, Matthew Arnold, A.C. Bradley, none of these. Correct option is option B, Matthew Arnold. Postmodernism is the term first coined by dash. Options are Arnold Toynbee, Jacques Derrida, Frederick Jameson, none of these. Correct option is option A, Arnold Toynbee. Next one. Criticism is the word first makes its appearance in the dash century. Options are 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. Correct option is option C, 17th century. Next one. Identify the example of pragmatic criticism. Options are Paradise Lost, The World Well Lost, The Way of the World, Paradise Regained. Correct option is option A, Paradise Lost. Next one. In the Romantic age, dash and dash attached the neoclassical rules. Options are Shelley and Byron, Wordsworth and Coleridge, Keats and Lamb, Wordsworth and Shelley. Correct option is option B, Wordsworth and Coleridge. Next one. Which type of criticism is found in Romantic critics? Options are expressive, objective, mimetic, biographical. Correct option is option A, expressive. Next one. Dash was born in Greece with Plato and Aristotle. Options are criticism, movements, drama, fiction. Correct option is option A, criticism. Next one. Who defined a novel as a comic epic poem in prose? Options are Charles Dickens, Henry Fielding, Emerson, Joseph Conrad. Correct option is option B, Henry Fielding. Next one. Practical criticism divided into two types. They are dash and dash. Options are impressionistic and judicial criticism, objective and pragmatic criticism, mimetic and ontological criticism, none of these. Correct option is option A, impressionistic and judicial criticism. Next one. When the new criticism reached its height? Options are 1930s and 1940s, 1940s and 1950s, 1950s and 1960s, 1960s and 1970s. Correct option is option C, 1950s and 1960s. Next one. Horace, the most important critic of the dash, lived in the glorious Augustan age. Options are Roman classicist, Elizabethan period, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option A, Roman classicist. Next one. Which type of criticism was found by Dryden? Options are descriptive criticism, legislative criticism, moralistic criticism, practical criticism. Correct option is option A, descriptive criticism. Next one. Who are the main critics of neoclassical age? Options are Dryden, Pope, Johnson, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. Identify the famous World War poets who writes about their war experiences. Options are Siegfried Sassoon, Rupert Brooke, Wilfred Owen, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. Which is the term used to describe the generation of writers, many of them are soldiers during World War I? Options are Lost Generation, Beat Generation, Absurd Literature, Elizabethan Era. Correct option is option A, Lost Generation. Next one. Identify the example of the finest early modern English epics. Options are Edmund Spenser's Faerie Queene, Milton's Paradise Lost, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. Applied criticism is also related to dash. Options are practical criticism, judicial criticism, pragmatic criticism, ontological criticism. Correct option is option A, practical criticism. Next one. Whose work was the first serious attempt to apply the classical rules to English poetry? Options are Milton's Paradise Lost, Sidney's An Apology for Poetry, Wordsworth's The Prelude, none of these. Correct option is option B, Sidney's An Apology for Poetry. Next one. Traditional epics were written in verse and purely dash. Options are allegorical, historical, geographical, symbolical. Correct option is option A, allegorical. Next one. Who is not the metaphysical poet? Options are Andrew Marvell, John Donne, Ben Jonson, George Herbert. Correct option is option C, Ben Jonson. Next one. Find out the examples of a detective novel in the below categories. Options are Murder on the Orient Express, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, Armies of the Night, Heart of Darkness. Correct option is option A, Murder on the Orient Express. Next one. Didactic criticism interprets the works of art in terms of dash. Options are moral, ethical, political, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. Identify a flourishing period in English literature, particularly in drama. Options are period of Elizabethan era, Gothic fiction, Harlem Renaissance, Lost Generation. Correct option is option A, period of Elizabethan era. Next one. Novels are characterized by the terms dash and dash. Options are realism, individualism, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. Select the public theatre where the polygonal with 3 tiers of audience seating on the unroofed yard. Options are The Swan, The Rose, The Fortune, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. Which was the most famous private theatre closed by Henry VIII in 1538? Options are The Globe, The Liberty, The Blackfriars, The Way. The correct option is option C, The Blackfriars. Sentimental comedies are so popular in dash. Options are 18th century drama, The Age of Revolution, Age of Revival, Restoration drama. Correct option is option A, 18th century drama. Next one. Horace discusses drama under the divisions of dash. Options are beginning, middle, end, plot, character, style, intro, middle, end, plot, style, scene. Correct option is option B, plot, character, style. Next one. Identify the writers from former colonies of European countries and works are politically charged. Options are Salman Rushdie, Ol Soyinka, Chinua Achebe, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. A close reading of a text that identifies and explains the figurative language and forms within the work is called dash. Options are explication, meta-language, meta-narrative, narratology. Correct option is option A, explication. Next one. The novel emerged in Spain and England in the centuries respectively dash and dash. Options are 14th and 15th centuries, 17th and 18th centuries, 18th and 19th centuries, 16th and 17th centuries. Correct option is option B, 17th and 18th centuries. Next one. Which is the criticism that appeared in the second half of the 20th century and grew to become one of the most popular? Options are phenomenological criticism, structuralist criticism, comparative criticism, sociological criticism. Correct option is option B, structuralist criticism. Next one. A following of African American literature, art and music during the 1920s in New York City is dash. Options are Harlem Renaissance, Bloomsbury Group, Victorian era, Romanticism. Correct option is option A, Harlem Renaissance. Next one. Still today, novels leads a leading position which produces innovation in literature, but it heavily rely on dash and dash. Options are allegory and symbolism, category and position, allegory and position, symbolism and reality. Correct option is option A, allegory and symbolism. Next one. The term melodrama refers to the dash word for music as plays with musical interludes. Options are Greek, French, Latin, Spanish. Correct option is option A, Greek. Next one. Melodramas use dash characters and plots use extraordinary coincidences and unanticipated encounters. Options are shock, soft, calm, lofty. Correct option is option A, shock. Next one. An explanation of the text clarifies difficult passages and analysis of its contemporary relevance or application is called dash. Options are exegesis, explication, exaggeration, enlightenment. Correct option is option A, exegesis. Next one. The dash became associated with progressive art, particularly related to socialism and anarchism. Options are absurdism, avant-garde, theatre, futurism. Correct option is option B, avant-garde. Next one. Ellen Showalter pioneered gynocriticism with her book Dash. Options are A Literature of Their Own, The Feminism, The Female Enoch, The 1001 Nights. Correct option is option A, A Literature of Their Own. Next one. The second essay, Feminist Criticism in the Wilderness, was first published in Critical Inquiry in Dash. Options are 1961, 1971, 1981, 1991. Correct option is option C, 1981. Next one. Dash is the term used interchangeable with metafiction and relates to magic realism. Options are fabulation, deconstructive approaches, pastiche, compositional techniques. Correct option is option A, fabulation. Next one. Which is the period that generally considered the golden age of modernist literature? Options are modernism, post-colonial literature, high modernism, metaphysical poets. Correct option is option C, high modernism. Next one. In the queer theory, a construction which is opposed to dash. Options are essentialist, realism, naturalism, canon. Correct option is option A, essentialist. Next one. A great example of the mad woman thesis in action is dash. Options are the yellow wallpaper, the mad woman in the attic, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option A, the yellow wallpaper. Next one. This is the common technique in postmodernist fiction and used in a variety of ways. Options are temporal distortion, historiographic metafiction, technoculture, hyperreality. Correct option is option A, temporal distortion. Next one. Generally, the short stories are slice of life and also the concise of dash. Options are fragmentation, minimalism, maximalism, postmodern literature. Correct option is option B, minimalism. Next one. Notable authors of free reflectism is dash. Options are Dante Gabriel Rossetti, Christina Rossetti, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. Romantic fiction written in the 17th and 18th centuries are also called as dash. Options are amatory fiction, cavalier poets, lake poets, gothic fiction. Correct option is option A, amatory fiction. Next one. American movement of the 1950s and 1960s concerned with the counterculture and youthful alienation are called dash. Options are Black Mountain poets, beat poets, imagism, the lost generation. Correct option is option B, beat poets. Next one. Notable authors of Stream of Consciousness are dash. Virginia Woolf, James Joyce, both A and B, none of these. Correct option is option C, both A and B. Next one. Notable Victorian non-fiction writers includes dash. Options are Walter Pater, John Ruskin, Charles Darwin, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Following a secular literature including ballads, chivalric romance, allegorical poems, example of a dash period. Options are transitional period between Anglo-Saxon and modern English, Middle English, all the above. Correct option is option D, all the above. Next one. The practice of dash involves identifying stable meaning is significant the purpose to mean. Options are deconstruction, Frankfurt School, Marxist criticism, Freudian criticism. Correct option is option A, deconstruction. Next one. This is the term diachronic and synchronic used by dash to describe two different approaches to language. Options are Ferdinand de Saussure, Roland Barthes, Bloom's, none of these. Correct option is option A, Ferdinand de Saussure. Next one. A post-structuralist term for the wider social and intellectual context in communication is dash. Options are discourse, logocentrism, meta-language, meta-narrative. Correct option is option A, discourse. Next one. Pick the example novel of a Bildungsroman which describes the development of a protagonist from childhood to maturity. Options are Mill on the Floss, Armies of the Night, The Handmaid's Talk, In Cold Blood. Correct option is option A, Mill on the Floss. Next one. And friends, question number 181 to up to last question 200 வரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா PGTRB கொஸ்டின்ஸ் வந்து கொடுத்துருக்கோம். அதாவது யூனிட் 8ல் ஃப்ரம் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் இயர்ஸில் கேட்ட ஒரு கொஸ்டின்ஸு. ப்ளீஸ் மேக் எ நோட் ஆஃப் இட் அண்ட் மூவ் ஆன் டு த கொஸ்டின். A seminal book of feminist criticism, the second sex, was written by dash. 2002ல கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Options are Simon de Beauvoir, Julia Kristeva, Margaret Duras, Annie Leclerc. Correct option is option A, Simon de Beauvoir. Next one, A Vindication of the Rights of Women was written by dash 2019 கேட்டிருக்காங்க. ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் ஆர் சைமன் டி பீவியர், மேரி wollstonecraft, Virginia Woolf, Gayatri Spivak. Correct option is option B, Mary Wollstonecraft. Next one, Deconstruction was both created and has been profoundly influenced by dash 2002 கேட்டிருக்காங்க. ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் ஆர் டெரிடா, சாசூர், அல்துசர், பார்த்தஸ். Correct option is option A, Derrida. Next one, Who is the father of modern drama? 2003 கேட்ட ஒரு question. Options are Henry Ibsen, James Joyce, Virginia Woolf, Arthur Miller. Correct option is option A, Henry Ibsen. Next one, Feminist criticism is a special kind of political discourse, a critical and theoretical approach committed to the struggle against patriarchy and sexism. Whose words are these? 2017 கேட்டிருக்காங்க. ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் ஆர் ட்ரால் மோய், சைமன் டி பீவியர், கேட் மில்லட், வர்ஜினியா உல்ஃப். And the correct option is option A, Toril Moy. Next one, and this is about the match the following, which was asked in the year 2017. From A side, Kate Millett, Sandra Gilbert, Mary Elliman, and Ellen Showalter. And from the B side, Thinking About Women, a literature of their own sexual politics, The Mad Woman in the Attic. இது வந்து நிறைய கோட்ஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. அண்ட் த கரெக்ட் கோட் இஸ் ஆப்ஷன் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா சி. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன், Who among the following is the post-modernist novelist? 2005 கேட்டிருக்காங்க. ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் ஆர் ஜான் பர்த், ஹென்ரி ஜேம்ஸ், டிஹெச் லாரன்ஸ், ஜேம்ஸ் ஜாய்ஸ். கரெக்ட் ஆப்ஷன் இஸ் ஆப்ஷன் ஏ, ஜான் பர்த். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன், Virginia Woolf's dash is an important precursor of feminist literary criticism. 2017 கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Options are A Room of One's Own, Mrs. Dalloway, To the Lighthouse, The Waves. Correct option is option A, The Room of One's Own. Next one, dash says that the historical sense was an actual faculty of the mind in a sixth sense. 2013 கேட்ட ஒரு question. Options are Nietzsche, Lionel Trilling, Eliot, Arnold. Correct option is option A, Nietzsche. Next one, The press is called dash. 2002 கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Options are fourth estate, third estate, second estate, first estate. Correct option is option A, fourth estate. Next one, British language specialist Michael West examined the role of English in India. 2015 கேட்ட ஒரு question. Options are 1920s, 1930s, 1960s, 1970s. Correct option is option A, 1920s. Next one, Dialogic criticism was developed in large part from the work of dash. இந்த question 2019 கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Options are Jacques Derrida, Mikhail Bakhtin, Sigmund Freud, G.W.F. Hegel. Correct option is option B, Mikhail Bakhtin. Next one, Nora is a character in Henry Ibsen's dash. 2013 கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Options are A Dollhouse, Ghost, The Wild Duck, Enemy of People. Correct option is option A, A Dollhouse. Next one, Historical sense and the sense of art were viewed as one by dash. 2017 கேட்ட ஒரு question. Options are Nietzsche, Arnold, Hopkins, Auden. Correct option is option A, Nietzsche. Next one, Communicative approach emphasizes dash. The question 2015 கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Options are function of language, history of language, meaning of language, rules of language. And the correct option is option A, function of language. Next one, Audiolingualism openly claimed that it was derived from linguistics and influenced by behaviorists such as dash. The question 2017 கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Options are Skinner and Osgood, Sweet and Jesperson, Roshan and Terrell, Brumfitt and Johnson. Correct option is option A, Skinner and Osgood. Next one, James Augustus, an Englishman, started the first English newspaper dash. Identify the newspaper. 2019 கேட்ட ஒரு question. Options are India Gazette, Bengal Gazette, Calcutta Gazette, Madras Courier. Correct option is option B, Bengal Gazette. Next one. Suggestopedia is the pedagogic application of a suggestion advocated Lozanow. He was a dash. The question 2015 கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Options are psychiatrist, linguist, ELT specialist, essayist. Correct option is option A, psychiatrist. Next one. Which of the following is the oldest method employed to teach English as a second language? 2017 கேட்ட ஒரு question. Options are grammar translation method, direct method, bilingual method, Dr. West new method. Correct option is option A, grammar translation method. Next one, last but not the least, David Lodge tried to combine the ideas of structuralism with the more traditional approaches is dash. 2019 கேட்ட ஒரு question. Options are structuralism and semantics, structuralism in literature, structuralist poetics, working with structuralism. Correct option is option D, working with structuralism. Okay friends, up to this I conclude. இதே மாதிரி ஒரு நல்ல வீடியோவில் உங்களை நான் மீட் பண்ணுறேன். Thank you friends. Thanks for watching.